Ah,
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, that intro is always so tricky. You never know when the show is really going to start.
It's fun. I gotta laugh. I was just a second. I was looking at our viewers, and we had one viewer who was interested in the intro. The minute that was over and we showed up, bye.
Are you serious?
What are you? Well, that's an entirely different show. How you guys doing? I hate asking that question, but
I had an interesting experience with the dentist this week.
With the dentist.
With the dentist, yeah. I went to get fit for a cap for a tooth there, and I went there, and he started sticking gum and all kinds of crap in my mouth, trying to fix teeth, and took a real close look at my mouth, and they took a bunch of X-rays and stuff, and then he left, and the nurse undid me and unstrapped me and took the blindfold off. And I
took it off of you or off her?
Yeah, both. And as I was walking past his office, I heard him talking to his Mercedes dealer. And I was wondering if it had anything to do with my X-rays. So.
I just came out of an exam. You better add leather seats in the back too.
That's an Albert Brooks movie. That is an Albert. That's Lost in America. How you doing, Barry?
Fantastic.
Really?
Yeah, and by that I mean living in a fantasy world.
Oh, good. That's what I was hoping you meant, because it really upsets me when people are doing well. It's just
that's why you have so many friends.
Working hard to get rid of the one that I have.
Other people's pain is the chicken soup of the soul.
Yes, it is. That's it. So by golly. What's that?
How are you?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Look at me.
I've been trying to avoid it.
Okay, so do I.
Yeah.
Obviously. This isn't the result of close self-examination.
Anybody going to say anything about the weather or
the weather or surgery?
Or
yes. Let's sit at my grandmother's table, have coffee, and my aunt and my grandmother and the grandfather and Mrs. Claren from next door, and we can talk about the weather and what surgery we just had, or what surgery we're going to have, or what surgery. Who died?
Yeah.
Who died?
Who died? Remember Gladys down the street?
Down the street, yeah. I always thought that was a funny name. What was that, Armenian?
Yeah.
Gladys down the street.
Gladys died?
It was so sad.
Yeah.
How old was she?
She's dead, so that's as old as you get.
94 years young.
Yeah.
Hey, did you know President Andrew Jackson had a bird with a potty mouth?
A bird with a potty mouth.
Potty mouth, that's right. He taught this parrot to swear. And the parrot got so filthy that they actually had to throw the parrot out of his funeral.
Yeah.
Well, did you know that Andrew Jackson was actually killed by his own men?
I heard something to that.
Yep, it's true. They mistook him for somebody else in a foggy thing, and they shot him. Mm-hmm. And 8 days later, he died. So I guess the parrot would have been the only consolation at that funeral.
I do like that. Well, maybe the parrot was cursing out the people.
I don't know.
Last week you had said that you pretty much have had enough of the lobster stuff because you don't like lobsters. I
hate them.
Eat lobsters.
I hate them. Hate lobsters.
So I've decided that I'm gonna I'm not going to make lobsters the focus
Okay. Good.
of so many.
Good.
Did you know that the Sally Lightfoot crab,
Son of a bitch.
aka the red rock crab, is the most colorful crab in the world? Red, orange, yellow, and ripe. White.
By golly.
Mm.
Wow.
As opposed to the Maine lobster, which is predominantly blue.
Blue.
That's fascinating. Tom, how do you feel about crabs?
They're growing on me. Come on.
That gets a bell.
Oh yes. All right. There we go. Come on.
Well, did you know crab lice, also known as pubic lice, are parasitic insects that live in human hair and live on blood?
Yeah. Well, I didn't assume that they were there playing pinochle. I
Thankfully, pubic lobsters do not exist.
If they did, some fuckers up in Maine would eat them.
For all we know, they are.
And you know there are or there are not.
I don't know.
Barry.
What?
He doesn't know. He has no idea.
I kind of tuned out a few minutes ago.
You too, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe you should play the intro again.
I could do that. Yeah, hang on. No, I'm not going to do that.
Hey, did you know the coconut crab is? What is it? I can't read what I wrote. Oh, is a giant hermit crab from the Pacific and Indian Oceans, weighing up to 10 pounds, which makes it the largest land invertebrate in the world.
The largest land invertebrate in the world.
A coconut crab.
I thought that was Sarah Palin, but okay.
Lobsters, on the other hand, are allergic to coconuts. You see, the whole thing with this bit, just in case it's lost on anybody, is I wasn't going to mention lobsters. And, yeah.
I think we got that.
Okay.
We got that.
I just wanted to make sure that that the important listener knew that was what's going on.
We are nothing if not subtle.
Okay.
I got, when you throw all those negatives into one sentence, it takes me a minute. You're gonna have to give me a minute to unpack that. Nothing if not. I got it. Okay, sorry.
We're not nothing if not subtle.
That's right, not right.
Don't know.
Hey, but did you know that Kwame Nkrumah?
Who?
Ghana's Kwame Nkrumah.
He was a runner.
Ghana's first president.
Oh, he ran for president. Yeah.
He won his first campaign from prison.
Wow.
And then, naturally, after he was elected, he pardoned himself.
That sounds about right. That sounds very familiar.
Wow. So, what time is it now?
It's
We're almost done.
It's.
Let's see. According to Mickey's hands, we still got 2 minutes.
Wow.
Wait, I got another one. I have another.
When you limit lobsters, it all goes to shit. It's all gone. You know.
I know.
I should never have put in that prohibition on lobsters.
Did you know that some crabs, I should say, have teeth inside their stomachs?
Have what?
Against one another to mash up food?
Teeth inside their stomachs.
Inside their stomachs, just like the lobsters, which have the grinding rills, which put food into the back of their heads where their stomach is, right above their little pee hole. What?
Oh no! Oh my
Yeah,
God!
I don't care even if I gave away what feeble joke there was. I'm going to get through all these shits before the show's over.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I wish our show was a little more unshellfish.
Yeah.
That was actually was pretty good.
No, it wasn't. It was
Why are you so crustacean?
I don't know.
That was a.
I don't know. We're gonna try to claw this one back, though. What's with Red Lobster? I mean, really, honestly.
You mean the restaurant, Red Lobster?
Yeah, the restaurant. I mean, for
Yeah.
God's sake.
Yeah.
It's where thrifty people go to eat seafood.
It's not cheap.
I mean, in Vietnam, do they have like a chain called like Brown Grasshopper? I mean, no,
Don't know.
they might. What's the difference except in size between a lobster and a grasshopper? They're the same thing.
Well, not really. A grasshopper has 5 aortic arches. And it does not. It does taste with its feet.
This is becoming a habit, and I've got some stuff for you about habits.
It's a little late for tears, isn't it, Barbara? Even though you didn't know it was going to happen today, you've still had your whole life to prepare for it. Of course, you've gotten into the habit of not being prepared. And now it's a little late, isn't it? You're a creature of habit, Barbara. We all are. Unfortunately, not all of your habits are good ones. This was how your day started. Started wrong. Your neighbor, Helen, is a creature of habit, too. But she got up when the alarm went off. Because, Barbara, that's what she really had in mind when she said it. Helen has trained herself to know what she's going to do, in what order, and where the things are to do it with. She really doesn't have to think about it. She already knows what clothes she's going to wear today. As it turned out, it was a special day for Helen, too. But she makes a habit of being ready for special days. She starts by having a place for things and keeping them there. She uses taste in selecting her clothes. But more than that, she keeps them clean and mended. And she's able to match the right skirt with the right sweater. This was going to be a special day for you, but you hadn't gotten very far with your preparations for it. Was your whole family asleep? No, your mother was up. Had been for an hour.
Barbara! Barbara, get up. You'll be late for school.
Does she have to do this every morning, Barbara?
Barbara, do you hear me?
If your mother stopped acting like a second alarm clock for even one day, you'd probably think it was a dirty...
Pete's sake, I hear you. I'm up.
You didn't seem at all appreciative. Even if you're not really well-mannered, you could make a habit of being civil. And you weren't really up when your mother called you. Little lies are such a firm foundation for big ones. You started your day with no plan at all. Looking for your hairbrush? Can't remember where you left it? You forgot other important things today. You meant to fix that collar, but you've gotten into the habit of putting things off. There are so many things you plan to do this coming Saturday or the one after that. Let's see. You found the algebra notebook you lost. The ski pants you meant to put away in the chest. The afghan you started to knit last summer. And, oh yes, the sweater you were looking for. You decided to cover the spots on your sweater with a scarf. You often do that. But you can't forget that the spots are there. If you had a habit plan for your mornings, you might get off to a decent start someday. Helen has a habit plan, and it includes a healthy breakfast and a pleasant word with her parents. All three always enjoyed Mr. Elliott's comments on the news. It was time to get started for office and school. Helen's dad would drop her on the way downtown. And who could ask for a nicer way to go to school? Your brother was ready, but your father couldn't wait for you. Or you could have driven to school with him. He used to enjoy that drive, too. Your eggs were cold this morning, but you had no time to be picky about food or to think about your diet. No time for milk or even to say good morning. No time for manners. You made a pretty picture with your rumpled skirt, your spotted sweater, and your hair in a tizzy. As usual, all your neighbors knew how late it was when you went by at your regular dog trot. You were late for school this morning, but then you're almost always late, and you're guilty about it. More so because your lateness is habitual. You're in a rut with a bad habit, and the longer you stick with the habit, the deeper the rut gets. When you saw Helen, you suddenly felt envious. But more than that, you felt a distaste for your sloppy ways. And you knew you could do something about them if only... That wasn't a happy thought, was it? Or do you always drum with your fingers? You were just chatting away with Helen when it happened, when the day suddenly turned into something special. You've never...
Some of the crowd's coming over to my house right after school. Do you think you two could make it?
Well, that'd be fun, Anne. I'd love to.
Swell. Well, what do you say, Bobby? Sure, thanks. Okay, see you later.
Bye. That'll be fun, won't it?
Oh, yes.
Oh, bye. See.
Each school year sees new groups forming, old ones reforming. Yours is a changing social world, and the opportunities to be part of it must be taken when they arise. You knew this afternoon that you were making a bad impression, and you knew how easy it is not to be invited again, and how quickly you can be left out of the crowd. You were embarrassed by your messy hair and the fingernails you had neglected to clean. You worried about the spots on your sweater, Barbara. But what really showed up were your habits. You didn't find it very pleasant comparing yourself with the others.
What? I said, what do you think?
You weren't listening. You seldom do. It's a habit of yours.
I guess I don't know much about it.
They were talking about a popular book. All your friends were interested, but you never got into the habit of reading books.
The whole problem was that Claudia wanted to be free to do all the things she'd never been allowed to do.
Well, that was her whole reason for leaving her family. And then she married back to the same kind of lying.
Well, that's why I think the book's stupid. Why couldn't she have seen?
No, you added nothing to that conversation.
The trouble with me is getting started. I always have to force myself to do new things.
I'm the same way. I didn't even want to go to my first concert because I thought it would be too long-haired. Oh, but the music is wonderful. I'm going to go to the whole series.
My mother had to drag me to the museum. But they have a wonderful costume exhibit there. I got an idea for a new dress.
Oh, what kind?
You've never taken an interest in music or politics or art.
We always go to the beach. Every year we take a cottage at Estes.
You've only been once.
There's wonderful swimming and lots of boys. It's quiet where we go. Sometimes... And there are tennis courts at the hotels, too, and dances every weekend. It sounds grand. And it's just a short way to the city.
You couldn't help interrupting, could you? And you couldn't help stretching truth like a rubber band. We all like to talk about ourselves. But a soliloquy isn't a conversation. First, you didn't talk at all, and then you did all the talking. Conversation is a two-way street. But for you, it's either one way or a dead end.
Goodbye. I hope you had a very nice time.
Thank you, I did. Bye.
See you tomorrow. Goodbye, Barbara. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Oh, thank you. Bye.
In all society, at all ages, we know that people are going to talk about other people. Unfortunately, our faults are often more discussed than our good points. And sometimes our good points are completely hidden by our faults. But perhaps worst of all is our own disappointment in ourselves and the remarks we imagine our friends are making about us.
Gee, I think dirty fingernails are horrible.
Maybe she felt shy. A spotted sweater isn't shyness. And bad manners are still bad manners no matter what you call them.
Now, in your own room, the memory of this day stands between you and your whole pattern of behavior. Where will you start? Your complexion? That starts with soap and water and goes on to regular meals and the right kind of food. Your hair? It's more than just a shampoo when you happen to think of it. Your clothes? Not just cleaned when your mother takes them away from you, but a system of cleaning. For all of a pattern, a network of habits. Helen checks her clothes for cleaning when she takes them off. That's a habit of hers. This morning, Helen took her skirt from the front of the closet. Tonight, she hangs it in the back. That's a habit, too. One on the plus side. It gives clothes a chance to hang, rests the fabric. Tonight, Helen makes a plan for tomorrow. A what to wear, what to do, when to do it, design for living. Helen has the habit of being ready for special days. Good habits save time and energy and give us greater freedom to do those extra things we want to do. Yes, a good start. But these improvements are not yet habits, not by any means. They must happen again and again until they fit into the fabric of the days without conscious thought. If you try, really try, you can root out the poor, accidental habits and establish in their place the good habits approved by custom accepted by society. Across the street, Helen's light goes out. Reasonable hours are part of her pattern. And you, Barbara? Well, you've had a hard day. But staying awake to think about it won't help it any. Go to bed early for a change. Give yourself a good start on a new day.
Crash With Us is brought to you by Whoa-Ah. Whoa, it's Whoa-Ah. Whoa, that's right. Whoa-Ah. Whoa, it's awesome. We don't know what it means, but when people see it, they say whoa. Brought to you by the makers of TTFN. Why type 3 letters when you can type 4? It's everywhere. It's Whoa-Ah. Whoa.
Okay. Quick poll. How many of us thought she was going to end up being a nun at the end?
Frankly, I thought this whole thing was a horror movie about nuns.
Yeah.
A horror movie in a Catholic school. Habit.
Oh, no. No. Oh, wow. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Well, no, maybe, I'm going to.
Oh, it's too late now.
Poor Barbara. Yeah, she hasn't learned to become part of the Borg collective yet. Yeah. Whew. Those were the days. That was America, my friends. That, in fact, it probably still is in some parts. I'm pretty sure that's pretty much the way it is,
My favorite line in the whole movie was where she didn't want to go to the concert because she was afraid it would be too long hair.
Yeah, too long hair.
Yeah, I thought that was very interesting.
Yes.
Also, I found, I always look at this from a production standpoint.
Do you?
Yes, and especially performance. And I thought the intro crying scene was riveting.
Oh man!
I think next week we have a thing about riveting, so we'll find out. We don't, but I'm going to look for one, see if there's a riveting thing. My goodness, people were so. Oh,
yeah.
People needed advice badly, and that's how they got it.
From book companies.
From book companies.
And corporate sponsors.
Yeah. What's the school without McGraw-Hill?
Cool.
Yeah, they aren't they the ones who kind of rewrote slavery out of the Civil War for some of the southern states?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. They have different history books for different states, and if you don't like this history, well, how about this? How about this? Yeah.
Yes, I never thought I'd see the day when history became relative.
Oh, it always is.
Relative to yourself.
Yeah. Well, they say history is told by the winners, but
this is true.
I don't know if it's true. I've never felt like a winner, so I don't know if it's true. But when it happens,
you still feel lost? After all these years?
It's my habits.
What a segue.
I've got a pair of jeans lying on the floor.
Give that man a bell.
Right behind me. I'm hopeless.
That was interesting. She wears something and then puts it in the back of the closet.
Well, yeah.
But something that was clean to wear out of the front of the closet.
No, but you've got to let the fabric hang for a few days.
Yeah, exactly. But how does the thing that you hang in the back of the closet get back to the front of the closet? They didn't mention that in this.
Well, no, it's a rotation thing. It's like
it's a vicious
cycle, like a dry cleaners where you know you have your back hook and your front hook,
right.
And when you take something off the front hook, the back hook comes back, and
my goodness,
and nothing ever gets.
You eat the ice cream bar.
Well, I'm kind of a Barbara. I mean, I grew my hair this length just to cover up this spot on my on my shirt here.
Oh,
you can't see it.
Well,
yeah, that's because it's always covered up. There you go.
Yeah, I'm proud of my spots. That's why I get my hair cut off.
You'll never change them either.
Oh boy. Yeah. So it's not like we have. Oh,
who's that?
Hey, it's just hanging around the studio. Hey,
Kyle.
Yeah, he's just hanging.
Hello, Kyle.
Hey, Steve. Hi, Barry.
Hi, Kyle.
Stop.
How much?
We're just hanging, just watching.
Yeah.
Oh,
you enjoying the show so far, Kyle?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Kyle, which part of the closet do you hang in?
You asking me?
You're the only Kyle here.
I usually hang out on a shelf mostly.
Yeah.
Shelf.
So what brings you here, Kyle?
I'm just walking through, just kind of lonely. Nothing to do.
I don't know if I told you guys that Belinda met her maker this week. A guy named Aravind Singh from Bangladesh, factory worker.
Who's Belinda?
Belinda? You remember Belinda? Belinda, do you want to say hi to Kyle?
You have a what?
Belinda. Okay, hold on.
What?
Belinda, say hi. Belinda.
Wow.
I'm feeling a little uncomfortable here. Could you maybe move me out of their way?
Oh,
Belinda, come back and be nice. Say hi to Kyle.
Oh, goodness. Oh, wow. Oh, goodness. Hey, Belinda. Hey.
Don't look at me. Just be nice. Say hi.
Belinda. Hey. Gonna get your digits? I actually have digits. Look.
Belinda, say hi to Kyle.
See? Hey.
Wow. That was the most engaged I've seen her in a long time.
Where are you from? What's your sign?
Belinda, answer. Don't look at me. I'm not answering.
Oh, this old shirt? Oh, I wear it all the time. Thanks for. Oh, you didn't say anything about. Yeah, no, you just my hair. I'm just a mess. Oh, yeah.
You got to clean up your act a little bit too.
Okay.
You got a little something inside your pocket.
Oh.
Are you saving old clippings from the?
Yeah.
Belinda, what's the matter?
Hey.
Who is that?
Hey.
Belinda, are you all right? Who is that?
like sweetest before. Let it flow. It flows back to you. Soon we'll be making
Some kind of a puppet love connection here. I know. Kyle! Linda, don't play favorites.
Okay, let's break this up.
Smith.
I'm not sure if I saw what I think I saw. Did Kyle's son just cock block him? I mean,
Let me tell you something. I've been cock blocked before.
by a puppet?
That looks like a cock block.
Wow. This
Belinda seems a little excited.
Linda, what's going on over here?
She's screaming Barry Sandoff.
Smitten. Linda, close your mouth. That's rude.
all right, get a room.
You're making Kyle feel bad. I'm just telling you what I can see.
Get a room, guys. That had to be very
Dramatic.
upsetting for Kyle. I mean, he had things going there, and hope he's all right. You know how
Okay.
you know how he gets. Well, let's just take a moment here. That was cold. That was some cold shit. That was cold.
Yeah.
He just jumped right in front of him.
Yeah.
And what kills me is Belinda didn't seem to mind.
Belinda was much more interested in Kyle's kid.
What's Kyle's kid's name?
Kyle's kid's name? Phil.
Phil.
Well, we'll be back.
Bows and arrows. Hey.
Welcome back.
What's the news today?
Oh boy.
The big news!
Give it away, give it away, give it away!
We have a contest. It's dinner with the hair and makeup people for Welcome Back. All you gotta do is send us 5 brands of eggnog, medical receipt or picture of you in front of a hospital, and also proof.
You guys not trust banks.
Start selling dirt.
Start burying your money. And we're back.
Hey, what are those cards doing in your upper pocket?
Those aren't cards.
Take them out. That's a fake Lou Bega card.
Oh, it's not. It's real.
They only make those in Mexico. Do you know someone that's a parent or a mom? Block all moms.
Block all moms. Are you a mom? Block yourself. Sponsored by Question Box. Private code. Question Box.
I'm on the dinner web.
God bless you.
Charlie, come back. Welcome back to the rules of business. Rule number 1, business happens on all days. Rule number 2,
business is booming.
Booming. Rule number 3, no explosives in the office. We got enough dynamite. Hey, we're happy you're bringing it. We got enough.
I'm back. And we're back.
Oof. The overlords just told me I was fired.
We're back. Walk around bare feet. Not in my backyard.
Calling the police. Yeah, officer. 2 large pizzas. So, what's going on in the world of sports this week?
I think we've got that big old soccer game.
Oh, man.
what they're going to do is they're going to kick the ball up the field, kick the ball down the field, and if we're lucky, we'll see the ball get kicked so much that it never is bad again.
And we're back with Vodka Boy. Turns out he's going sober from Jesus. Go get that Jesus, boy. You're gonna want to stay inside, live inside, and protect yourself inside, because if you go outside, what's gonna happen to you outside? You're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get murdered. You're gonna get, or worse. This has been a Defense Dudes Minute.
Tune in next year. Three boys go in, two boys get out.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for showing up. We're going to have a good time today. We're going to keep this one excellent. Today, we're doing sun-made raisins. Now, the sun-made raisin is the only raisin I've ever known. In my house, this is all we ever had. There was no different types of raisins. It wasn't like, hey, get me the chocolate chip cookies, or do you want the chocolate chip cookies with the stripes? It was nothing. It was just a raisin. As a matter of fact, I didn't realize this was called a sun-made raisin until maybe today. Who knows? But this is the sun-made raisin. Now, this woman on the front, this is Lorraine Claret. She was actually, at the time, in the early 1900s, a demo girl, a sun-made raisin demo girl, and she would go around handing out raisins to people, because I'm sure she was a very attractive girl and they wanted people to associate raisins with attractive girls. Right? Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? We're going to get to what this looks like, but when you think about it, right? If you're an executive and you're like, hey man, we got to sell this little dried up piece of fruit. How do we sell a dried up piece of fruit? And somebody's like, let a pretty girl hand them out. Shocking, right? So anyway, they did a photo of her, and there she is on the package. Like 88 years later, she's still here on the package. So they're still using a pretty girl to sell raisins. All this time. It's good stuff. So let's get to the packaging. It's a 6-pack. This 6-pack, it comes in a plastic wrapping, which I just realized I might have a hard time getting open on air. And rule number 5 of the show, we never pause. We never stop. We just keep going. Hold on. I'm back, because we don't pause. Here we go. This is awkward. We got it open. Talk about that packaging. Solid packaging. I couldn't get it open, which I love that, because I don't have to worry about people tampering with the product. I know that now that this is such solid plastic that nobody's going to get into it. So let's talk about the packaging. I got to keep these up. A couple of you have been writing me saying keep the product in view of the camera. What do you want from me? I'm working on it. Let's get to it. So I'm not doing a good review. This is going to be a disaster. Here we go. Stick with me. How's your day going? Good? You getting all your shopping done for the holidays? Everybody having a good time today? Here we are, starting over. We got 6 of these, 6 packages of raisins. Each package is fantastic. I hear it, I shake it. I feel like there's only 1 or 2 loose, which I'm thinking about, why is only 1 or 2 loose? That one sounds like 3 or 4 loose. 1. All right, so it's definitely they're all loose. They all have some loose in there, but what does that mean loose? Like, should they be stuck together? So on the front, we have Lorraine, we have, so the sun-made, which is very cool. So if you look in the background there, it's actually the sun with the sun rays coming out, which I guess would be the sun-made logo. And she's carrying a bunch of grapes. and a grape might turn into a raisin. You're gonna have to learn that on yourself. Not gonna go down that route because it might be embarrassing. But they're from California since 1912. So this is a 1 ounce container, front and back. Front and back are exactly the same, so they're not really wasting any of their front and back. I think I did another review talking about the front and back was exactly the same. Second one, I guess it's more common than I thought. What do I know? So open it up. Here's the thing, no glue. Rule number 3 on the show is you gotta have good glue to close a box. But there's no glue on this box. It's like, you just open it, which I guess makes sense because it was wrapped in plastic. And a lot of these, I think, are given to kids as snacks. So you can't have too much glue because you need the kids to get in there. So open it up, smell. Not really any smell. See what happens. This is what I do remember as a kid, is they get stuck at the, don't judge me. They get stuck at the, there it is. You saw it? The clumps. They get stuck in clumps. So here's a raisin. If any of you have never really looked at these raisins, here they are. There's a lot of raisins in here. A lot of raisins. Some are dark brown, some are a little lighter, some are little shriveled up raisins like this, little raisin. And this is a bigger raisin. So there's definitely an inconsistency of size of the raisins. So if you look at these two raisins compared to each other, this might go down as my worst review. You might be watching my worst review ever. See the different sizes in raisins? Darker, bigger, shorter, lighter. What does that mean? Does that affect? We're gonna find out. Let's do it. Little one. It tastes like a raisin. Bigger one. Juicier. Delicious. So, we've got one box with the same products, all tasting different. But I think that's okay, because I think it's just like, you know why it's okay? Because when you look at this and you read the ingredients, you know what the ingredients are to this? Raisins. I swear to God, that's what it says. It says ingredients, and those little 2 dots, one on top of each other. Forgot what they're called. Raisins. Raisins are mechanically steamed and may contain an occasional grape stem or wood piece. Raisins are not a calorie-reduced food. I don't know what that means. It's not a calorie-reduced food. A lot of stuff going on here with the raisins I never knew about. There might be a stem in here, and there might be a wood chip. Hazards of the job. Okay, let's get to it. This is running a little too long. Tastes good. Tastes exactly how I remember. The fact that they were able to keep this so consistent and so delicious after all these years, mind-boggling. I wonder how they do it. So let's give them a score. I like the raisins. I like that it's healthy. I like that there's nothing else in it. I like that 6 come in a box. I like it's a snack. I like the woman on the front. Lorraine, sorry. Do it, 1755. Good score. So, have a good day.
Yeah.
Ah! Kyle's done it again.
Oh, crap.
Now we feel really
Oh,
less bad
crap.
about it. Linda, be nice. Kyle.
Who could
Kyle.
tell me what movie that theme is from?
Oh, I know it, but oh, it's
Ennio Morricone.
what's that?
It's Ennio Morricone.
Blazing Saddles?
No, look behind you.
Oh, Hang 'em High.
There you go.
Oh, I just watched Hang 'em High 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
I thought it would be appropriate.
It is. Oh, yeah, he hanged himself again.
Belinda, don't be so happy.
She's applauding. She's applauding.
Belinda.
He hanged himself because of her.
Wow.
I mean,
cold-hearted. No-hearted, actually.
Oh my God. That's sad. That's so sad.
And I'll tell you, man, he looks like he really took it hard.
Yeah. Is he?
Kyle? Kyle?
I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Well, I mean, now what do we do? I mean, Kyle was a big part of the show.
He was.
You fill in?
Oh, Kyle Jr. What's his name again?
Phil. Well,
where's the winch?
I mean, he looks kind of happy, even though right behind him, his dad is his son.
He also looks like he's ready for action.
Phil. Shouldn't be so happy. I know this is your best shot at stardom. Phil?
I think he's wondering whatever happened to.
I sent Belinda to her room.
Oh, okay. I mean, as long as
I got to get my hand up her ass again.
Oh, you're gonna make him jealous. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Uh-oh.
Having a little neck problem.
This guy moves fast. This guy. Wow. I've never heard him say anything either, but
Belinda, what are you looking at? Yeah, hold your head up. Belinda, come on.
Well, this I hate to break this up. Okay, Phil, you cock-blocked your father, and now he's hung himself behind us, and this is very inappropriate.
This guy said, you're so sad. Saucy now. This makes the place to be better. I know for the first time, just about half happened. For the first time, history is gonna start raining down. It's raining down. Hallelujah.
Belinda, settle down. Belinda.
It's got to stop. It's got to
song.
stop.
Sorry, I couldn't get it a little closer to the chorus.
it's no, the buildup was what was needed. Well, we've come to the end of another puppet and another show.
Something tells me he'll be back.
You never know, you know. I mean, I do have Amazon Prime.
It's true.
So I can get another one of him delivered by Tuesday, which is cool.
Wow. That's even colder than what she did.
Yeah. Well,
And he's hanging back there. I get in the room by Tuesday.
I should probably cut him down. Hang on. Just a second. Yeah, it's because who wants to watch that? Who wants to see that? All right.
Well,
how's your week? How's your coming week shaping up?
Same.
Good.
How about you?
Me?
Yeah.
You know. Shows, classes, workshops, whatever this is.
Do tell.
It's all happening.
How was the theater?
Very fine. Interesting shows this weekend. I did a little stand-up this weekend too, which was kind of fun, which I don't do often.
Wow. Was there an audience?
Oh God, no. No, yeah, of course there was an audience.
Not by the end, anyway.
Not by the end. We charged no admission just to leave. How's your week shaping up, Barry? Work
on Monday, yeah.
Yeah, then
and then Tuesday, work, yeah.
Some work.
Yeah. The bathroom project that will never end. Looks like it may end this week.
Which is that?
The remodeling our bathroom. That's like 6 months ago.
What's it going to be?
It's going to be another bathroom.
Oh, it's
yeah. Okay. Which is good.
Okay.
Hey, do you know the Jonah crab is a deep sea water crab? Lives off the Atlantic coast in about 2,500 feet of water.
2,500 feet of water.
Water, that's right.
Wow.
The Jonah crab is the preferred crab of whales.
Oh, wow.
And is often used to supplement lobster sales.
Okay.
That was the last one.
No more lobster, or you're going to come back and see me hanging in front of this green screen at some point.
There were 2 lobsters walking down.
Okay.
If that's the case, then I'll say...
Two lobsters walking on a beach, and one says to the other, I don't believe in Sandy Claus. Get it? I mean, really?
Hey, Auf Wiedersehen, baby.
Auf Wiedersehen, everybody. Thank you, and all that stuff. Do I say goodbye now?
Goodbye now.
Okay, goodbye now.